Tricky spellings, AU and AW. We've explored some spelling patterns that can be difficult for learners in this video series. We've talked about tricky ending sounds as well as 8 vowel team patterns so far. Today we'll explore the last 2 vowel teams with the AW sound, specifically AU or AW. How can our spellers know which way AW should be spelled? There are some generalizations we can teach them with this sound. In general, when you're choosing between AU or AW, you'll find AU at the beginning or the middle of words like launch, sauce, vault, and caught. And AW will be the spelling at ends of words like saw, jaw, claw, and draw. Now, once again, there are some word families we need to look out for. If the word ends with an N, like in the words dawn, yawn, and the past tense drawn, we're going to use AW instead of AU. The same is true for words that end in L, like crawl, shawl, and sprawl. And if the word ends with a K, like hawk, gawk, and squawk, once again we'll use AW instead of AU. Now, when our learners are wondering which way to spell the AW sound, there's 2 helpful questions they should ask. Is the sound at the beginning, the middle, or the end of the word? And if it is in the middle, is it followed by an N, an L, or a K? Let's try these 2 questions out as we finish the spellings of these words with the AW sound. Our first word is sauce. I need to ask myself where I hear that AW sound, at the beginning, the middle, or the end of the word, so I'll stretch it out. S. Well, I hear it in the middle, and because it's in the middle, I need to ask my second question. Is it followed by an N, an L, or a K? No, it's followed by a CE. So that tells me I'll finish the spelling of sauce with just the AU. All right, let's look at another word, lawn. I need to ask myself where I hear that AW sound, beginning, middle, or end. On. Well, I hear it in the middle of the word, and because it's in the middle, I need to ask myself that second question. Is the AW sound followed by an N, an L, or a K? And yes, an N follows the AW sound, so I should spell the word lawn with the AW. All right, let's do 2 more words. Our next word is straw. My first question, where do I hear the sound, beginning, middle, or end? So I'm going to stretch it out. Straw. Well, I hear it at the end of the word, and because it's at the end, I don't need to ask my next question because that's only if it's in the middle. So now I know that the word straw is spelled with the AW. All right, our last word is crawl. I need to ask myself, where do I hear the AW sound in the word, beginning, middle, or end? Crawl. Well, I hear it in the middle of the word, and because it's in the middle, I need to ask myself the second question. Is the AW sound followed by an N, an L, or a K? Well, it's followed by an L, which tells me crawl should be spelled with the AW. All right, knowing when to teach the spelling generalization is also important. So when are our learners going to be developmentally ready for this spelling generalization? Well, AU and AW will probably be one of the last vowel teams that you teach your learners because these vowel teams are not very common. I typically teach them after the long vowel teams, the common and less common vowel teams, and even diphthongs. So when your students are ready to learn those patterns, they're ready to learn these spelling generalizations. If you would like a free resource that your learners can use while they're writing to look up spellings like these tricky patterns, I do have a spelling dictionary. It's a vowel spelling dictionary that you can download from my blog. The link is going to be included for you in the description of the video. I also have 3 resources in my shop if your learners need more practice with this spelling pattern. So I have my orthographic mapping vowel team puzzles. I have our print and play diphthong games. I will say AU and AW are not diphthongs, but I did include them in this pack. And our low prep vowel teams spelling pack. And I'll put the links for each of these for you below as well. Thanks for joining me at This Reading Mama, where you'll find hands-on learning for home or school.